everyone to evening Vajrasattva Express meditation. Lovely to see everyone here tonight. We've got Brendan and Brian, Coral, Dusty, Eileen, Elizabeth, Susan, and Victor. So lovely to see you all. It's nice that we can come together as a digital community, even though we can't be together in person. And it would be hard for me to be with you from Kathmandu. So this is a wonderful opportunity. I've put in the chat box the mantras. Hopefully you've been doing the mantras we've been practicing as you were waiting, because we're starting a new mantra to get used to adding more mantras to our collection. And so now we've got the mantra to increase virtue. And we say this 7 times, and we just keep multiplying the merit by these huge, huge numbers. And so it becomes exponentially good for us. So it's really wonderful to practice these. And when you have really become familiar with them, memorize them, then they just roll off the tongue and you can do all these multiplying mantras in just less than a minute. So it's great. And so we say this 7 times. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SAMBHARA SAMBHARA BIMANA SARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. Om SMARA SMARA BIMANA SKARA MAHA DZAWA HUM. And then let's just get comfortable, check our meditation posture, make sure that we are ready to start a meditation. And the whole point of paying attention to your posture is because we want to be able to just forget about the body so that we can do all our inner work without without excess fidgeting and pain, and just feeling very stable. And so you can be seated in a chair, feet flat on the floor, without slouching back on the back of the chair, but adjusted so that you are naturally with a straight back. Depending on the chair, you can use cushions to help support your posture. And if you're on a cushion, legs crossed in a comfortable position, the back straight being the most important thing. And in whatever position that you're in, just checking and seeing that while your back is straight, that it's not because you're stiff-backed, really forcing yourself to straighten your back. And so make sure your shoulders are relaxed, head slightly tilted forward. And just start to really connect with your body. Please make adjustments as you need to your position as you notice different sensations. Feeling how you're connecting to your seat, to the earth. Feeling very grounded. Noticing any sensations that you have in the body without any stories and labels. Just actually noticing what it feels like. Is there a pulsing or tingling? And we're just really trying to center ourselves in the present moment, being fully aware of what our body is experiencing. And let's take 3 nice deep breaths to go ahead and further relax into the posture. And let your breathing return to normal. And we set a motivation. It's important before we start any practice to really hold a strong altruistic motivation. And so we can think, may my body, speech, and mind only be a benefit to others. May all the actions of my body, speech, and mind only benefit others. And specifically, we're here to do this purification practice in order to develop the capability to always have this attitude. It's not easy being a human. It's not easy being in samsara. We have this inability to escape life's problems. And then we have a lot of these negative habits from past lives that we carry with us so that we don't always react in the way that we're proud of. And this purification practice is for us to be able to take these problems and actually transform them in a positive way by being really honest with ourselves about mistakes we've made. That's the real first step in order to then purify them, transform them, create new habits. It gives us the power to change. And because everything is empty of any inherent existence, it's impermanent, interdependent, we actually can change even the deepest of our habits. And so think back about your day today and remember anything that you might have done that was harmful with your body, speech, or mind. And let yourself go further back. If there's anything that you've done, you remember doing that you just don't feel good about, somehow you know you've made a mistake, you've caused harm, maybe intentionally, maybe not. Be sure to include those in your regrets. And then a general wish as well, to want to purify any past mistakes from any past lives. We've had countless past lives. There's no way we can remember what we did even in this life. So we don't remember what we've done in all these past lives. But we want a general wish that we don't want to experience that suffering, and we don't want others to experience the harm we'd cause by acting out of our suffering. So may we purify all past actions of body, speech, and mind. And so then we turn to Vajrasattva for our refuge. Vajrasattva can't just magically turn us into somebody else, magically fix everything. What we're actually relying on is Vajrasattva's methods, this purification practice, the 4 opponent powers. And we visualize Vajrasattva on the crown of your head, seated on a soft white lotus. His body is also beautiful, white, glowing. Everything is made of light. The clothes, the ornaments, the hair, the lotus, everything. He holds a vajra in his right hand and a bell in his left. Hands crossed at the heart in the form of Vajradhara. And every atom of Vajrasattva loves you, has compassion, is here to help. No judgment, no criticism. Everything pure and loving. And in this perfect state of compassion and wisdom, which is inseparable from the Guru, we take refuge. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. To the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, I go for refuge until I'm enlightened. By this practice of meditating on Guru Vajrasattva, may I reach Buddhahood so as to benefit all sentient beings. And we still need to remind ourselves of that motivation of compassion. We want to feel regret for the people who we have harmed, that we've caused them any kind of pain. And we remember all those beings who've harmed us. And we know because of karma that they then created the seed of suffering. And this is how we get stuck in this cycle of samsara. We harm others, they harm us back, we harm them again. It's like we just torture each other. We want to break that cycle. And so we must purify for the sake of all sentient beings. And we start by purifying all negative actions of the body. Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of white, blissful nectar that enters the crown of your head, filling your body and pushing out black inky liquid through the lower orifices of your body. And that black inky liquid are the actions, negative actions of your body. And as the liquid exits your body, it completely dissipates as if it was never there, purifying all of those actions as we say the mantra 7 times. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denopatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadada Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denopatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Siddham Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denopatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Siddham Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denopatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anarati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Siddham Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denopatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Siddham Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denopatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Siddham Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denopatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakarma Sutame Siddham Shriyam Kudahum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Maha Samaya Safa Ahum Pe. And be so delighted that all actions of your body that were harmful have been purified. Now your body is completely ready to just benefit others. And then we purify any negative actions of our speech. Guru Vajrasattva again sends down a powerful beam of nectar. This white blissful nectar fills your body, but this time from the bottom up, pushing out the black inky liquid at the top of your body, where it dissipates, purifying all negative actions of speech completely. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manipalaya Vajrasattva Denopatita Dita Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurate me bawa sarvasiri mempriyatsa sarvakarmasutame sitam shriyam kuruhum ha 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 ho bhagavan sarvatara gada vajramame mudza vajrapaha mahasamaya sapa ahum pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Didu Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sijam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrapaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Didu Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarmasutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrapaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarmasutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrapaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarmasutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrapaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarmasutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrapaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarmasutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrapaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe. And now all negative actions of speech are completely purified. Think the only thing you can do with your speech is help others. And then we purify any negative actions of mind, negative thoughts, and especially the self-cherishing I that thinks I am the star of this show, of this universe. Everything revolves around me. The only thing that's important is what happens to me. Vajrasattva sends down a powerful beam of white light, and this blissful white light enters the crown of your head, lighting up your body just like turning on the light switch in a dark room instantly illuminates the entire room. And this purifies any of those negative thoughts. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarmasutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrapaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarmasutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrapaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarmasutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrapaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiti Mempriyatsa Sarvakarmasutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvadata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrapaha Mahasamaya Sapa Ahum Pe Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dida Mebawa Sutashaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurate me bawa, Sarvasiddhi me prayasa, Sarvakama sutame, Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum, ha 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 ho, Bhagavan. Sarvatata gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutushaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutushaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe. And now your heart, which is your mind, is completely full of loving kindness, forgiveness, wisdom, bliss, and compassion. And then we purify even the subtlest imprints. It's like we've flushed the toilet with the poo of all our negative actions, but there's still a smell in the air, and these are the subtle obscurations to enlightenment. And so Guru Vajrasattva sends down a blissful light ray of white light that enters the crown of your head, again illuminating your body, purifying these very subtle imprints. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutushaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anadati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakamasutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramami Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutushaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutushaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutushaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutushaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutushaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe. Om Vajrasattva Samaya Manupalaya Vajrasattva Dena Patita Dita Mebawa Sutushaya Mebawa Supushaya Mebawa Anurati Mebawa Sarvasiddhi Memprayatsa Sarvakama Sutame Sitam Shriyam Kuruhum Ha 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 Ho Bhagavan Sarvatata Gata Vajramame Mutsa Vajrabaha Mahasamaya Safa Ahum Pe. Think that you are now completely purified and there's not one atom of negativity left in your body, speech, and mind. And the final step is to set our resolve. So while we've purified past mistakes, we want to make sure that we have a strong mindset not to repeat them. And so for anything specific that you've done that you remembered and wanted to purify, Set yourself a goal for each one, how long you won't repeat it, even if it's 5 minutes. And if you keep that goal, then rejoice so that you have a good feeling and it reinforces it. And if the power of the habit is too strong, that's okay. That's why we need to purify every day, because it's a process. In order to create new good habits, we have to do them repeatedly. Keep making effort. Guru Vajrasattva is so pleased. He wants to merge with you. And he melts into white light, absorbs into you through your crown. And think, my Guru's body, speech, and mind, Vajrasattva's body, speech, and mind, and my own body, speech, and mind are now in union oneness. In this state, you're in a state of emptiness, where there is no I, creator of negative karma, no action of creating negative karma, no negative karma created. And all phenomena are empty from existing inherently from their own side. And then all of this positive energy you've created by doing this purification, especially with the motivation to do it for benefiting all sentient beings. Think, may all the virtuous karma I have created from doing this practice ripen as my enlightenment for the sake of sentient beings as quickly as possible. And then you can recite these verses or just meditate on the meaning. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may bodhicitta, from which the happiness of all sentient beings comes, be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may emptiness be generated in the minds of self and other sentient beings without delay, even for 1 second. And that which has been generated, may it increase. As a result of the 3 times merits of myself and others, may I, who am empty from my own side, achieve Guru Shakyamuni Buddha's enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, and lead all sentient beings who are empty from their own side to that enlightenment, which is empty from its own side, as quickly as possible by myself alone. And think also about the long lives of our precious Gurus, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Kyabje Lama Zopa Rinpoche, the long life of your center's teacher, Geshe Sherab. May we always have perfectly qualified teachers in this life and every future life until we are all enlightened. And may all sentient beings attain that enlightenment as quickly as possible. And I myself take the special responsibility to lead them to that state. So thank you so much for joining meditation and making this lovely group together. Now you can go to sleep with a very happy mind.